The forge, an anvil, 2 columnar fret saws, and basic equipment. This is the beginning of a story with deep roots, linked to family values that are firmly intertwined with those of the surrounding area. From the first small workshop for iron processing in the center of Cuneo, to the shed in Via Castellani, to the production facility in San Diffendente di Cervasca. Courage to dare. In the choice of 2 siblings, Natalina and Amilcare Merlo, with the fundamental contribution of Amilcare's wife, Denise, who together resumed the tradition handed down by their father, Giuseppe Merlo, known as Pini, founding a Merlo EC SNC in 1964. A visionary choice, an important investment, which marked forever the passage from the artisan to the industrial dimension. An evolution that's been focusing on innovation, creation, and diversification, moving from the assembly of solutions for local industries to the production of specific machinery to attract new customers. The courage to dare, in 1960s, turned into an economic boom and created an ever-increasing demand for DMs and DBMs, which drove the company's success in an unprecedented sales race, opening up business even beyond the borders. These were years of great achievements, and towards the end of the 1960s, Merlo products made their triumphant entry into France, as well as the Middle East, Cuba, and Nicaragua. Difficult years followed for Italy, and even the Cuneo factory had to face a serious roof collapse caused by a massive snowfall, which made the plant unfit for use. Yet they didn't lose heart, and they held on to the spirit of unity built up in the company. Managers and employees joined forces without giving up, and in just 1 week, production restarted. The factory was saved, as were the jobs. But the company had to face a new challenge straight away: an order for 100 or so concrete mixers destined for a cooperative of producers in Iran paid for in pistachio stocks. A difficult choice, a rapidly expanding market. The cement mixers were delivered, the pistachios came in and were promptly sold in the United States. The courage to dare of a company that keeps on experimenting. Every product that leaves the Merlo plants becomes the basis for the next innovation. Accompanying historical changes, anticipating trends and production methods. Hundreds of patents were filed, certifying the company's character and defending those innovations that are still the basis of telehandlers today. Then, in 1981, the SM30 was born, the first Merlo telehandler. Its prototype could not have been ready in time to be exposed at the trade fair, but such a big revolution could not bend to the dictates of the time. It had to be shown to the world as soon as possible. So, with the help of a carpenter, the 4 mudguards are made, painted, and fitted. From a distance, the illusion works perfectly. Up close, the competitors do not immediately grasp the extent of the novelty, leaving Merlo with a considerable lead time to continue innovating. The courage to dare shapes the material by moving the SM30's engine sideways to allow the telescopic boom to be positioned lower. The Panoramic was born, the first model in the world to leave the operator with an unobstructed view of all sides. A significant step forward in both comfort and safety. A product so iconic that it became the standard copied and pursued by all Merlo competitors. It was during these years that the decision was made to make each of the company's machines instantly recognizable. Both the group's new logo, which tenaciously resists the inexorable passage of time, and the characteristic Merlo green, created in collaboration with Polish architect Jacek Popek, are institutionalized. The company continued to grow in the construction sector, reshaped the material, creating a new world premiere with the introduction of the roto range. It entered the agricultural sector with the turbo farmer and the ecology and urban waste management sector with the acquisition of the Techno Industry brand. The company began as a small workshop, and since then it never stopped expanding in every direction, becoming an international benchmark for the metalworking industry. New companies were born within the group, specializing in basically any field, from the production of components and composite materials to training, through to research and development of new technologies in both hardware and software. A counter-tendency verticalization that has allowed the group to produce more than 90% of its components in-house, managing to create an indissoluble link with the territory through professionalization and employment. The courage to dare without ceasing to innovate. In the newborn, hyper-connected world of the 2000s, product excellence must go hand in hand with a constant drive for innovation. Thus, the multi-farmer was conceived, a true milestone for innovation in the agricultural sector. At the same time, the desire to maintain a very high level of professionalism within the company and its sales network, and to train the end customer how to make a conscious use of operating machines, led to the inauguration of the Merlo Training and Research Center, an excellence at an international level. The courage to dare, up to a Guinness World Record. The Finnish Leo Turkiev, to celebrate his retirement, decided not only to get the company logo tattooed, but to drive the entire 4,300-kilometer route between Cuneo and Tampere at the wheel of a P25.6 telehandler. Across Italy, Slovenia, Hungary, Slovakia, the Czech Republic, Germany, Denmark, Sweden, until the arrival in Finland for 43 days at 36 kilometers per hour. Leo showed the whole of Europe a machine that's not only extremely reliable and resistant, but a company that stands for community, family, and values all over the world. The courage to dare is renewed once again in an ecological and technological vision, combining artisan quality with modernity. The last few years have seen the Merlo Research Center focus on the implementation of electric power. First, by developing hybrid models such as the T40.7 hybrid, up to the revolutionary e-worker and the 43.7 full electric. A new future is opening up, paving the way for developments in new application areas and new energy sources yet to be explored. For a century, Merlo has accompanied the changes in the country and the society, remaining faithful to its approach as a family-run company. Solid roots, an eye to the future, a daring spirit, and the right amount of courage are the ingredients that have guided the company towards constant growth. Dare anything that's possible, because who doesn't dare won't achieve anything.